Hey everyone, it's God Forgive Me, bringing you another update video in Skyreacher as DV and team surprise us with a part 2 of their Halloween event. So let's take a look at see what they added. So looking at the notes here, it is pretty awesome to know that DV and team went ahead and followed up on our feedback as we asked for things to do with our Eternal Flames that we've been collecting for the last 2 weeks, and we asked for more Halloween themed type items. So really the big part of this is that there's a new shop at Hollow Jack here. You can go ahead and press F to open it, and now there's 6 new limited items that you can obtain. 5 of the 6 are craftable with Eternal Flames, with the last one being a different new item, and I'll talk more about that in a sec. First item is the Batwing Glider. It's the same thing as your Feather Glider, but it has a cool bat-like look instead. It does cost 1,000 Eternal Flames to go ahead and craft, and the next item is probably the most sought-after item, but it's not going to be the rarest. So this one is the Headless Horseman mount. It is the first mount ever added to the game. It is really cool, and I'll show it off in a bit, but it is the most expensive item in the shop as it does cost 2,000 Eternal Flames to go ahead and craft. Next, we have the 2 item stands. These are the first item stands added to the game. One is this cool zombie hand look. The other one is a jack-o'-lantern where you can place something inside, and they each cost 10 flames to go ahead and craft. The next one is a personal favorite. I love this gothic stone fence. It's amazing. I stocked up on it. I recommend you do it as well. And it's really cheap at only 2 flames each. Now, these are the 5 items that you can go ahead and craft with Eternal Flames. This last new item is the Bowl of Candy. This does require pieces of candy. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do I get pieces of candy? It's quite the grind, and this is probably going to be the rarest item in this event, just because of the work that's going to be needed. So let's go over trick-or-treating. So you can go over to any open like door, like this one right here, and you can go ahead and hold F or left click it, and it'll ask trick or treat, and you can get, see, look, I just got 3 pieces of candy. You can get either treats are candy, Halloween bags, Eternal Flames, also a bunch of different type of boosts, but it can also give you tricks. Now I'm going to give you another example. Let's go over here. There's another one that counts. And really, any of the doors in all of the realms will go ahead and give you some type of treat or trick. Now, it doesn't work on your private island, but there are some unique ones as well. Giving you an example here, the DV prison down in the castle works, and so does the DV that's in the mire, but also Dev Note right here, hanging from the ledge, also counts. Let's see if he's going to give us a treat or a trick. Oh, wow, I'm getting real lucky here with treats, but going forward, there are some tricks as well. The tricks, for example, are you can be burned, you can go ahead and be poisoned. They can also just take half your health. It's like a damage type trick. And then there's also this worst one, which is like it flings you up in the air. That's the one that's the hardest to be able to like maybe AFK this or try to macro it. But you cannot use the same location within a minute. I can't just keep doing the same spot over and over again. Now, from my count, there are 4 locations in the Citadel, 5 in New Haven, 4 in the Mire, 1 in the Forest, and 10 in the Arctic. I didn't seem to find any in the mines. It doesn't mean that they're not there, but I didn't really kind of bother to look either because it's definitely not going to be one of the best spots. Now, if you're wondering what's the best way to get candy so you can go ahead and make the candy bowl, I would recommend farming in the Arctic, and let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. Oh, hey, look, Ashland's in the server. The cool feather glider, really cool. And you know what, let's go ahead and get the mount on. It is equipable just like your thrush blades, and this one you do have to turn it on and off, and all you have to do is just press your dash. So dash puts it up, and see, cool, it looks like I'm holding my Headless Horseman mount, very cool. So I would go ahead and start here for the loop for doing the trick or treat, and by doing this loop it does take maybe a little bit shorter than a minute, so you might have like a 3 to 5 second wait in between, but it's definitely the best loop in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and start with this one. Got candy. More candy. I'm getting very lucky with candy, apparently. Boost. Wow, no tricks yet. Eternal Flames. Then all the igloos also count as well. Wow, I have not gotten any tricks yet. This is super lucky. We're going to go up into the castle here. Now, if you don't have the mount, then this probably will take longer than a minute, so it's still, a really good loop. I need to go play the lottery or something. I have not gotten a trick yet. Oh, there it is. And there's the fling. That's the worst one. Again, it could ruin a macro if you tried macroing this, but I will teach you an AFK method here shortly. Oh, so we're a little bit quicker. Let's take a look. Oh, see, then we're ready to go ahead and do it again. So like I said, not too much of a wait in between loops. But that way you're hitting 10 different locations in about a minute, which is really efficient. Oh, I just lost half my health. That's one of the other ones, the tricks. Lost health again. So as you can see, you can go ahead and do this and you will make candy pretty quickly. Now, if you're looking for a way to AFK it, I'll go ahead and show you that right now. So now a method to go ahead and AFK this is you can go to the mire where the little town is, and you can really go into any one of these little houses, and you're going to see that these houses do count for trick-or-treating. And at the same point, they're so tiny that if you kind of make your macro maybe hold you forward, you can go ahead and then just every minute have your macro just go ahead and click the trick or treat. It's not going to be the most efficient method, but it will work. So with that, let's go ahead and check out the rest of these items. Oh, and before I forget, these candies do have their own use. They do provide you a speed boost for 3 minutes, and I almost forgot, I haven't even bought any of these yet. So let's go ahead and get the max we can. So that's 32. My goal is to try and get up to 100 of these before the event ends. And speaking of which, the event ends November 14th. So we have a little bit an extra 2 weeks to go ahead and farm this up. All right, checking out the first item is these really cool Gothic fences. Look how nice that looks. That is so cool. I love this. And they can stack on top of each other if you want them kind of make a little bit more of a type of a gate instead of a fence, but that just looks so cool. I love this. I'm going to love to see what people do with building with this. That is so cool. It just looks awesome. Next, we have the item stands. Let's take a look. Now we can go ahead and put items in it. Again, like I said, some of the 2D items are going to look a little weird. I like how the Eternal Flame looks in these, personally. Oh, I wonder what a normal flame would look like. I haven't checked that out yet. That one doesn't look as cool, but let me grab the Eternal Flame. Look at that. I love that look. That's so cool. But there are certain things that are going to look kind of weird. Let's take a look. Here's the skeleton key. It doesn't look weird. It's just, it's 2D. So just realize that they are converting everything to 3D models, and that should probably look a lot nicer. I don't know what these look like. Not so bad if you fail to look in the right direction. Next, we have the candy bowl. Now, this does just like the candies, but basically it gives you an unlimited supply of them on your island, and it gives you a 5-minute speed boost instead of only 3. And again, you can use this as many times as you want, but it won't give you another boost until you used up the current one. I mean, I got another quick look. Here's the glider. Again, looks really nice. Cool little purple gliding right alongside of it. That's cool. And of course, then we have the headless horse mount. Now, a cool little thing I learned about the headless horse mount is that you go ahead and die with it, you will respawn without it, but you still have the speed. So that is actually pretty cool. So just something to keep in mind if you don't want to run around without your head. You can kind of do that too if you'd like. But that's it for this update, and I recommend getting those candies saved up so that way you can buy as many of these bowl of candies, because I think that this is going to be the most rarest item of this update just because of the active grind that it's going to take to get it. And of course, before we go, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in Skyreacher. But until then, good morning, good day, good night, and God bless. Thanks for watching.